professional here
He
yet.
he says, we're going, and then you start going.
Well, I thought he was rolling
And then we're just
already.
going to talk about
Yeah.
whatever happens. Whoa. All right.
Hey, we're back catching up with, which is the title of the second half of the month for Live at 12:05. And we are catching up with, as many of you have seen over since, what day did it happen?
June 13th. Wow, could I forget that?
I thought that was the jump. That was
that was it.
Jump.
Yes,
June 13th. Okay, so
Sunday.
It was a very momentous occasion for us. We were coming back from Idaho from a family event, and we're reading. Billy Stoops jumped out of his apartment because it was on fire, and he saved a few things, but he saved himself at personal the expense of himself, which we can't spare him at all. So this is our catching up with moment, and we're going to cover a lot of ground. We've got the past to talk about, the present to talk about, and the future to talk about.
The future. All right.
Yes.
Nice. Well, we're making up for some time.
The past is the fire. The present is the festival. The future is the album.
All right. Okay. That sounds great. We are, we're making up for some time here because I was supposed to be here.
The first guest.
And then I didn't make it. So I have been in hiding for all this time. So now here we go. Look at this.
Hey, we're following the Stoops rabbit hole wherever it takes us.
I'm thrilled to be here. This is awesome. I mean, two of my favorite people. Look at this, man.
Well, it's all right. You've always been one of my favorite straight shooters.
And Rob too. I like Rob too, but
well, I can't do this without the professor over there. He's wearing his technician hat tonight, and multiple hats. So, he accepted the invitation. How lucky are we?
I'm here.
Yes,
all right.
You are here. And our house is even smiling. And he was in the welcoming committee, the chickens.
Yep,
met
they
him
were
at the
very
gate.
nice. They were very polite and well behaved.
Yep.
First time in.
Yeah, well, you walk back through the yard, they could take on their historical ancestry of pecking you on the leg, not intending to try to eat you.
First hand to do that. Here we go.
Here we go.
Boom. I can't even.
I'm telling you.
Take it that quick. That quick. All right.
See? No microphone. You need to get up and roam. Well, I'll have to tether you down because the camera doesn't move, right?
All right. Okay.
This is okay.
I'm good.
This
I'm good.
is good.
Okay. All right. So anyway, there we are.
Where did we go with that one?
I don't know. We were talking about the
chickens.
The chickens.
Yes. Pecking you on the leg.
Right.
That is not an intention to eat you. It's a message to pick me up and hold me.
Right. Yes. Okay.
So
I'll remember that on my way out.
Okay. Well, remember that on the way out. But I'm hoping that is the only time that has ever occurred for you, is pecking on the leg for you to pick somebody up and hold them.
Once again, let's just let that rest.
Okay.
Let's just not.
Hey,
I don't want to go there. I'm trying to keep.
I won't have my moments often, but occasionally they slip out and even surprise me.
You did good. You did good.
Well, I have a professional here.
Oh, you're talking about Rob?
No.
Okay. All right.
He's a Pacific Northwest boy. I'm a Louisiana girl.
There you go.
And I can tell you that BS is not confined just to Texas.
That's true. That's true.
It can venture north.
And I'm a Kentucky boy, so we got all that covered. But a lot of people think that people that don't know me, they'll guess that I'm from East Texas or Louisiana. I'm not sure why, but I sing a lot of songs about Texas and Louisiana and stuff. But and now I'm going to just burst that bubble right now. I have never been to Louisiana. I've never been to the state of Louisiana. So
I know you have at least 2 friends from Louisiana, 3 counting Ted, 4 counting Barbara. Yeah. And that's just my small world that I get a glimpse of into yours.
If I decide to pick up on it.
Oh, Sugar Plum, Louisiana's just waiting for you, I'm sure. And I'm sure you could teach her a thing or two. Our colorful, the second most colorful governor of Louisiana recently passed away
Yeah.
after Huey P. Long,
Yeah.
was Governor Edwin Edwards.
All right.
Yep.
Well, good.
Quite the mischievous governor, much like Governor Long.
Yeah.
But y'all got some colorful folks in Kentucky history too.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't even want to go
You
there.
don't care?
Either. I mean, Kentucky's a beautiful state. It's a beautiful state. Kentucky's
yes,
an
it's
awesome
got a-
place, and I'm proud to be from Kentucky until, that you mentioned certain names, then I'm like, wow, what's going on there? But I'm not going to get all political.
No, that's not political.
I'm
It's
trying
the
not to get-
colorful history.
It is.
And Kentucky, like Louisiana, has got a wonderful legacy of history.
Oh, yeah.
America is still young compared to other nations on the planet as far as
Yeah.
the occupancy, except by some. But anyways, that's getting
Yeah.
way
Yeah.
too deep. Let's see, we covered the yesterday in the fire. That's pretty much been covered a lot, huh?
Well, I mean, somewhat, yeah, but it happened, and if I don't know if you know that much about it. Have I told you the story about that?
Yep. It's been recorded too. But
Yeah.
and you moved some folks to some tears at the Madison fundraiser for you. It was a pleasure to be a part of that
Well,
too.
that was awesome, man. Those guys
man,
are amazing
it's-
down there, and everybody that showed up that night. Bless your hearts, and thank you guys so much. And I'll say too that when all this went down, I mean, from that afternoon, in the next couple of months or next month even. After that happened, it was amazing, the outpouring of love and support that I got from the community and people from all over, and it was amazing. It was amazing, and there was people that went way beyond, and I really appreciated it from my heart. It was awesome.
Well.
Whoops, I hit the microphone. Anyway, but yeah, the Madison, that benefit was great, man. It was a wonderful
you've
time.
had some really good ones too, though, because you get what you get, you get back what you give out.
Yeah.
So that is what you give out.
Yeah. Well,
and it's coming back.
Me, I don't think about that. I don't think about
No,
that I'm, I don't think that I'm giving out, I guess, something back. I think, I never know, here's a good example, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know, and honestly, I don't know the owner of the Madison or the people that run the place, at all, really. I don't know if I've met them or met guys or whatever, the guy, whoever he is, whatever it is, that entity. I know Rob, and I know,
Paul
and Willow,
Rob,
and
Rick.
the servers and the bartenders, but Tom Jones and them, all that crew, they all know. But the owners of the Madison stepped up there too in a big way. I gotta give them props. I don't know that they even know me, but they really did step up, and it was very heartwarming and very shocking and not humbling. There you go.
Well,
Sometimes my brain
I know
these days.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
would it be wonderful if we could do by everybody, sure, across the state, across the nation, but as the Music Tribe, if we could do for everybody, do a fundraiser and say, well, for this month, we're going to help this amount of people. That's
Yeah.
thinking large.
Yeah.
But practicality, the reality, no, but
Right. Well,
this music community can come together so amazingly, so upliftingly,
yeah.
and so graciously and kindly and generously. And when you're not on the receiving end of it and you can still see it, and then when you're on the receiving of it and you just get that magnitude of love just wash over you, it's like,
Yes.
wow.
Well, that's the way it's been. And I've seen that love, and it's a very humbling experience all the way around from everywhere, and obviously, the Blue Society jumping in and the Musicians Relief Fund and helping out, and that was all I've always been a big supporter of.
Yes, I know
of
this
that,
firsthand.
And when I was in Kentucky, I was part of the Musicians Emergency Relief Fund back there, and did a lot of stuff. I was on the board, and I did a lot to, and that's very important to me, because there were so many of us musicians out there that, back in the day, you didn't have insurance, you didn't have anything, and when something dramatically happened or tragically or whatever, then you
figured it out the best way you knew how.
And we've always been there to help each other, and it's a great community. It is, and I think there's times when I don't show enough.
No.
I'm saying is how I don't know how I'm saying it, but sometimes maybe I don't say enough or show enough love back to people. But I hope that people understand how much I appreciate the opportunity I've had, not just what this incident or anything, just in the last 30 years in the music business in the Northwest. I mean, look at all I've gotten to accomplish and do, and it's all been through the support of the music community, and it's
fellow musicians and the fans.
That's it. That's how it works. And I mean, I'm just a hillbilly from Kentucky. I know how to, I'll just do what I do, and
you
people like it.
Where you can,
and I'm
like
happy
everybody
about that.
does.
Yeah.
Well, you give of yourself where you can, but you can't lose yourself in the giving of yourself.
Well, that's right. Yeah. I know that.
Okay.
Yes.
So now
Go ahead.
The present,
which
we're looking forward to.
Yes, next week.
Or
sometime
yeah.
coming up. Or today. Who knows?
Today,
anyway.
yeah. Today is Wednesday, the 23rd.
Yep.
Or 22nd. It is
22nd.
still the 22nd. I was up really early this morning.
Oh, wow.
Today and then went back
to
the
22nd.
Yeah, it is
That's right.
First day of fall.
This is my wedding anniversary to my daughter's mother. Yes.
Well,
yeah.
What a nice memory.
I think so. She might differ with
Hey.
you, but that's all right. It was great. Yeah. Anyway, so there you go.
You can't accept
September
somebody
22nd.
you can't make somebody receive a well wish, but you can still have it.
Oh, she's a sweetheart. She's
that's
great,
all that counts.
Yeah. So.
Yes. September 30th, Thursday.
Here we go.
Breaks out 2020 Thursday night cantina music at Sunbanks Resort.
Yeah. So 2.5 years since we did the last festival, and it was sketchy whether we make it or not. And
as any event right now,
we
always faces.
Hung in there, and we're going to pull it off. So all systems are go at this point. And yes, on the 30th, I'll actually be over there on the 28th, 29th, start getting stage all set and everything. And but and there's some changes in Sunbanks. The stage that was there is gone completely now. So our wonderful crew, Troops on Audio, who's amazing, they're bringing the stage and roof over and everything, and they'll do the sound and lights as they always do, that production. And all the crews are going to start showing up, and we're going to get to do it after all this time, and it's going to be wonderful. I've missed everybody, and I know everybody's missed that family that we have over there, and it's weather's looking good. It's going to be
cold at night, warm during the day,
cool in the evenings. I mean, 48, maybe 50. That's cold. Now my brother from Arizona, he'll freeze his little butt off, but
I'll have a goose down coat handy.
But yeah, it'll be cool in the evening. But we're going to have some nice sunny days, and it's going to be beautiful, and we're going to have all the love there, and we're going to get to do it.
I thought this was going to be my first festival of the year since the last one in 2019. But it turned out it was Peninsula Fest, so I got to see some Sunbanks and Mount Baker friends and family, the not Hamers, the Doug and Donna, Roxana, Lisa Sanford. And
that's great.
Yes, I enjoyed it. It was done beautifully, thoughtfully, conscientiously and to who it matters, no positive cases result of that weekend because of the responsibility everybody took to adhere to what the protocols were for that festival. So everybody is, I am proud to say, learning new ways to overcome issues, to accommodate what's required of them, and the friends and family and fans of whatever event, festival, farmers market, they come and respect that that entity is doing what they need to do in order to conduct business for vendors, employees, contractors, whatever. So respect what that venue is trying to do, that entity is trying to do, so that we can keep doing it.
Yeah, that's great.
It's the only way I can, that's my insignificant 2 cents.
But that's how it has to be, you know. And I've had a lot of people asking me questions about protocol and all that stuff. And my thing is to just say to everyone there,
I'm not your
babysitter, that we are, we're all family, and we got to look out for one another. We don't have to think about anything else. Don't have to think about right, left, anything. All you got to think about is that we're a group of people that are being able to pull this thing off, and there's a reason. And we all work together. We're gonna get this. We're gonna have a great time, and it'll be in the books, and and
it's gonna come.
We'll see what happens with the future.
On the good, on the other end. You have to believe that, because I've already seen it can be done.
Yeah, we got a great weekend of music. I mean, the music.
And
it's a
that's
good
what's going to
lineup,
pull everybody together.
Yeah, and that venue is beautiful over there. It's just it's a spectacular place, and it's a very special place. And this can't be done. I mean, in another place and be the same. You can take all the same people that are there. You can take all the same bands, and you could plug that in somewhere else, and it's not going to be the same, because that venue there, that place is beautiful, and it's set up so everybody's part of the party. That's it. And I mean, I get that from some of the artists that show up. They don't understand that there's no backstage area, and there's no dressing rooms, and there's no, you can't hide out. You're here with the people, and you're part of the party. And everyone really likes that about that. I get great feedback. I've only had a couple of people that didn't like it, and they wanted to stay in their van or whatever, and that's fine. I mean, I understand if they don't want to talk to people as their business. I haven't hired them back, but it's about being part of that, and that's the thing. Guys like Teresa James is coming, Leroy Bell, all these people, Delgado Brothers, Heart of Sweetwater, all these people that have been there and feel like they're part of that family. That's it. Every one of the musicians there have all been here. Duffy Bishop, everybody that's coming feels like they're
Sunbank's family.
They're part
and then
of
there's
that.
The new blood that's
belong
coming in that you bring in. There's the returning artists that everybody that is very much beloved. Leroy Bell is like every other year, maybe every other 2-year regular. Miss Teresa James is. Harlow Sweetwater is. All those names I've seen in previous years, and you get returning family, and then you get new family that's like, whoa, that sounds good. Los Gatos?
Felix y Los Gatos from New Mexico. They're not going to make it.
Oh, that's too bad.
They just didn't feel good about traveling right now, and I understand it. I understand. So they had to pull back, and we got Rich Layton coming up from Portland, and got some good actors. Brooks Forsyth from North Carolina, he's coming in to play on Saturday afternoon, and James Coates, that band Tune.
Yes.
They're great, man. Those guys
yes, indeed.
I always say that band Tune because it's like Tune the band. But I always like, if you just say Tune, people are like, what? And I'm like, that band, that band Tune. Anyway, they're great.
They were part of Blues Invasion at the last Blues Invasion. That young lady just stopped me in my tracks. I had to listen, and then her hair stopped me too, and she's just a delight.
And they've got a new lineup, so looking forward to that. It's a great lineup. They sound awesome, and then Who else? Well, Sister Mercy from down in Portland. Those
I've
guys.
not heard them,
Whoa.
but I've heard a lot
Man,
about
that girl
them.
can sing. You know, Barbara Blue is a big fan because that girl sounds like Ann Wilson when she sings. She's
Ooh.
she's got some
I'm looking
power,
forward
man.
to this.
They're great. They're a great band too. So we had a great time when they were there before, and so yeah.
Rod going to be there around, or he's off with Billy Joel and
Who?
Rod Cook?
Oh, Rod,
I'm
no.
so used to seeing.
Rod's not
in my
there,
mind,
yeah.
he's a fixture on the Thursday night cantina.
Rod used to be. Well, every September he played with Little Bill.
Yeah.
And then Little Bill back, a few years ago said, "Nah, I'm done with Sunbacks. I don't want to do it anymore." He pulled out, and But this lineup basically, this lineup was supposed to play September of 2019, and then that one got canceled, and then I said, "Okay, we're moving that entire lineup to May of 2020." And then, of course, that didn't happen, and then September didn't happen last year. And then I said, move it to May again. So I've tried to book all these bands like, 4 times?
I
And we're finally pulling it off. There's a few exceptions that didn't work out. So
you had to be able to tuck and roll.
This will be the first Sunbanks in, at least the first year that there won't be a Junkyard Jane performance at Sunbanks. I know. So.
And I just saw that lineup.
Yeah.
But I saw Octopus Ballet.
But what I will tell you, yes, Octopus Ballet is playing. And I'm playing with the Dirt Angels.
Okay.
And it just so happens that Barbara Blue will be on bass with me with the Dirt Angels and with Octopus Ballet. And Leanne's going to sing some backup. So basically and Jim King will be playing with me. So we've got, it's basically a Junkyard Jane thing there.
But just kind of fractionated.
So it'll be a little bit of a presence. And there's a lot of people who are like, oh, okay, well, that makes me feel comfortable. And I appreciate
that makes me feel better. It's like, wait a minute, no Junkyard Jane.
Yeah.
So in what incarnation is Billy performing and Leanne performing? And okay, it's just Junkyard Jane fractionated.
We got some presents there, so that'd be good.
Yeah, well, you have to have.
Yeah, people want that.
So the future, how is the future of Howling?
The future's like just kind of unsure at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unsure in the sense that I just got informed I have to have shoulder surgery.
I heard some of that.
Excuse me. I got this cough going now. But anyway, shoulder surgery coming up. Right now it's tentatively late October, which is going to knock me out for a while as far as doing shows. And
but give you the winter to heal up.
And I've been kind of, doing
range
some
of motion worked on some.
Doing a few shows here and there, and I've had to cancel a lot, because I don't have the stamina to do it. With the shoulder and the sacrum still trying to heal, it's a little rough. So physically, I'm getting through a few shows, and that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Got the record done last spring, the Wolf Moon record.
Yes.
And that's out now, and that's, good. And then I was supposed to be going back to Nashville the end of November, first part of December, to record a new record back there with Zach Kasich. And so that now will probably be delayed again. Well, because of the shoulder surgery.
It might be on the back burner, but at least it's still on the stove.
That's right. It's there, and we're going to get that done, and it'll be a lot of fun. It's going to be a good record when we get it done.
You got some good stuff looking forward to. So there's your future.
There you go.
That's right.
And Leanne's got a new record she's going to be working on too, so I'm sure I'll help a little bit with that. And
right on.
Yeah, it'll be great. So we've got things happening.
And just a random sporadic question.
Yes.
Next year marks how many years for Junkyard Jane?
25 years, our 25th year anniversary. Yes, and we're going to be doing some
special
some
tours,
special
like
shows,
the 20th tour.
Yeah,
20th
and
year.
we'll do some of those. Yeah, and
it's like just yesterday. It was the 20th.
Yeah, and now it's 25. Man, that's a lot. And hopefully we'll have a lot of the old members show up for special shows and special appearances.
How many different ensembles? How many in the Junkyard Jane Chorale?
Well, I think that you have the basic nucleus of Junkyard Jane, which has always been fairly steady, which is myself and Leanne, Barbara Blue, and Chris Layton.
Okay.
And then,
but your sax player
but then you had
has rotated.
Sue Orfield, and you had Randy
Okay.
Oxford and Jim King, and those have kind of been our mainstays in that horn section chair. And then we've had a couple different drummers, obviously, and different bass player with Lisa Ramalho was with us for a while, and Alex Featherstone, the Kentucky guy that was with us, a great bass player. Tom Sunderland was probably one of our favorite drummers too, but so we've had incarnations that we really like, but we're right now we're back to that nucleus of Barbara and Leanne, myself, Chris Layton, and Jim King. So that's takes us to what we are. Yeah.
With respectful regard to the other members that fill those different roles, I think that is the favored ensemble is that nucleus group right there.
It's a awesome band to work with. It's fun, and we always manage to have a great time and
pull the best out of each other.
Yeah, that's what you do. You have to do that as a band. We may not always get along great, but we're always going to help each other up and make sure that we have a great time at the gig.
Every family has a difficult moment from here to time to time.
Yeah, we love doing a show. And I think that's the thing that we have is that we're entertaining, and sometimes it's just being stupid, but it's entertaining somehow or other, and and that's all me, the stupid part. The rest of the band real entertaining. To me, I do dumb things and get in trouble.
Around in underwear, climb towers when it's thundering and lightning.
Oh man!
The story. I have personally not witnessed any of the stories. Just heard them. I have my own Sunbank story. Mm-hmm. That's okay. It's there. Anyways, I am sure you could write a book and it'd be a coffee table book and somebody pick it up.
What will be interesting is to hear other people tell all those stories, and then I tell it from my perspective. That would be that would be funny, because I know stories that are out there.
Volunteering.
There you go.
We get somebody else's story perspective, and then we get Billy's perspective.
Well, let me tell you what really happened. It's like the people ask about every once in a while. You get somebody says, "Hey, where'd you get the name Junkyard Jane for the band?" And then I have to say, "Well, you want the true story, or you want the flashy story?" One time, this is going way back. I'll tell the story. I'll make it as quick as I can.
That's all right.
In the early days of Junkyard Jane, we were playing up here in the Everett area or Stonewich or somewhere, and the Herald, the music person for the Herald, got hold of us and did an interview and wanted to, do a write-up about the band. And so she asked, about the name. And me being a smart ass, I'm like, I don't want to tell people. It's like, you got to have more color than just saying, well, we named it after a beer tap at a bar down in Milton. So I came up with the story about how Leanne's uncle had this junkyard and down in Louisiana.
Oh, here we go.
And
I'm in.
And so her cousin Jane worked at the junkyard there with her dad. And one day she was underneath the car removing a transmission, and the transmission fell on her, and she died.
Oh. And
so her dad, Lee's uncle, bronzed the transmission and stuck it up on a pole outside and changed the name to Jane's Junkyard. And so in honor of her cousin, that's how we named the band, Junkyard Jane. I got in so much trouble for telling that story. Oh my God.
By who?
Well, people
uncle?
like that, and Leanne's like, "Why'd you say that?" And then it was fun at the time, but I didn't. Then I happened to think, well, yeah, I just told this person, so the person's probably going to print it, and people are like, "That's not really how that happened." I'm like, Leanne doesn't have an uncle in Louisiana, does she? Oh, jeez, okay. But anyway, but see, it was a good story, right?
Yeah.
You know, it was a little sad. I probably didn't need to do the death part. But. Man, this coffee is amazing. I just want to tell you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's got a familiar ring to it, huh?
Yeah. Now people can think I'm drinking bourbon. It's just water. It's okay.
No, it's really bourbon. And that, folks, is why we've been waiting for him to come to Everett. Thank you, Paul and Willow, for having him as the unbound guest tonight, which gave us the opportunity to persuade him to come a little earlier to get catching up done with this amazing human being. He is larger than life. Seriously, his body can't contain his spirit. Seriously, I think a lot of folks would agree with that.
That's a sweet thing to say.
Well,
He's
just like
you're a doll.
Yeah, we love you.
We've had a great relationship.
We have,
You know,
and
yeah.
you know how much I do appreciate you being a straight shooter with me, and I brag about it.
That's how I am.
Sometimes
I shoot too straight. Ask Tony Fredericks. Yeah.
Well,
but
it could be an inspiration for me.
There you
Tap
go.
into my inner Stoops courage and be a
Just
straight shooter.
tell exactly how it is, and there you go. And eventually, the sting goes away, and then they appreciate it.
Well, my best offense is silence.
I wish
I'm
I had that.
better off. It's like, no, don't let those words slip out. No. Check it at the teeth. And don't let them get past the teeth.
Sometimes I'm able to do that, but
I'm so glad it's just sometimes,
yeah.
too.
It's just like, oh, did he say? I just said that. That's right. Hey, I've been in some pretty.
Should. I think we should. I think we should.
What should we should?
A classic Billy Stoops. It's okay. I think we should. Your favorite hand signal and your favorite word.
Oh man, that just
you don't have to.
It's not appropriate
okay.
here on TV, man. Jeez.
It sure is.
That's a little salute to all my Kentucky people too. We used to always, it was like, that means I love you. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and then and that's it. It's kind of a thing these days too. A lot of my kids too. They're like, even my grandkids. Dude, seriously.
The spirit of Grandpa.
Yeah.
You're there even when you're not there.
And that's I'm so blessed too with that, with those kids.
Oh,
and the music that goes on there, and they're all as creative and beautiful as they are, and
hey, go ahead and give them a shout out.
Hey, kids down there in Sayulita, Mexico, Andrea and Gabby, and Maximo, Drusilla, man. And it's such a musical family and a creative family and a beautiful family. The Love Cult down there, and I get to go see them.
That comes through in the pictures.
Yeah.
The love they have for you and the joy that you have just shines through all the pictures when you're down there.
I couldn't be more proud. I'm proud as, and that's the thing. I talk about this with other people, is that I know everybody thinks their grandkids are the best, the prettiest, the most talented, the smartest, and all that, and I know that, and that's it, mine are. But anyway, no, it's that's the great thing about it, and I know as a grandparent, and any of you grandparents that are listening in, know what that's like. It's the love that you have for your kids and your grandkids. There's no greater love anywhere, man. I'm telling you, and that's the love that fills my life. And sometimes it gets in the way, and with other types of love in my life. But you have what you're supposed to have right now.
Yeah,
I'm happy with that.
And if you're
I'm happy with
you're full,
then
then that's the way
Yeah,
it's supposed to
I
be.
get to play a little music with them, and that's nice to have that in common too. So we have a great time. Yeah.
Well, it's like there's some folks who, if it's a couple or somebody, it's like I like both of them. Oh! I'm getting a hand signal. All right. Well,
All right.
what I like is irrelevant. What I like best is that this little Kentucky devil humored this crazy chicken cat lady and actually showed up, said yes. And I knew the ride, the verbal ride, the stories would be a hoot and
This was
holler.
fun. This is great.
I love it.
Getting to
I
hang
love
out
it.
and talk like that.
Yeah.
You make it so comfortable too. I've watched a couple of them things, and I'm like, you just make people feel so comfortable that you just start talking and telling stuff you probably shouldn't tell.
Well, that's the part you like the best.
We'll have to do a part 2 sometime.
Oh, yeah.
Catch up.
From your mouth to Rob's ear, you're down
There you
now.
go.
You're down now.
All
It's
right.
like, oh, crazy cat lady gonna remind you.
All
All
right.
right. So we're gonna sign off. I still can't believe I'm doing this. Please like and share for us, Popcorn Genie and Colonel Rob over there, and Billy Stoops. Y'all please share. And yes, he does have Venmo and PayPal. It is on his Facebook page, probably on your website too. Y'all got websites for Junkyard
I got a
Jane, or-
website. Well, BillyStoops.com. That's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
website. I got that one. And Junkyard Jane, but Junkyard Jane website's a little.
Not for your.
It
your,
needs to. It
your
needs
personal.
to. Well, it's under construction
Yeah.
for a long time. But anyway,
Yeah, I lost my bracelet.
but yeah, the BillyStoops.com website and
And then
Facebook page and all that. Yeah.
So, but give your Venmo and PayPal real quick.
Oh man, the Venmo is
Broydan?
Broydan, Broydan, which is Billy Roy Danger, and then Broydan, and then the PayPal is Billy Stoops. Yeah, it's all there. So
Okay.
you know,
Right
yeah.
on.
All right.
That's it. We're going to roll out of here.
Well, let's roll.
We got to get you
All
to
right.
the Unbound Jam tonight.
Oh man, I'm
Make
looking
some
forward
folks
to that.
happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a piece. I wonder if Terry's going to show up.
Well,
Bring some bourbon.
bourbon.
Skulls, man.
No, I shortened that. I
Maple.
fixed that.
What was
Bourbon maple.
Maple.
And instead of trying to get bourbon bacon maple out, like
That's hard
no,
to say.
that's
Man,
bourbon
those things
maple.
were awesome.
Crack.
They were awesome.
Crack.
She said she spent some time with you yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got
Yeah.
a selfie before she left, and
All right.
it was a much needed and longed for visit with my girl and over
All right.
pumpkins, and then discovered we have him in common. Weren't we lucky?
All right. Okay, I guess
All right,
we gotta go.
out of here.
We gotta go.
We're
right.
gonna get him ready and set up. I didn't want him to play music, but he insisted on bringing a guitar in, so we're gonna get at least one song out
We'll
of
do
this
at least one
fella.
song.
One song.
At least one.
Because he's got to play tonight at the Madison Unbound Jam.
All right.
Right on. Y'all go catch him. We're out of here.
All right, welcome back. And I had a great conversation with Jeannie. It was wonderful to get to hang out here with Jeannie and Rob at Studio Rob, and man, they made me feel so comfortable. And so I'm going to play a song. This is off my my new record, and it's the title song. It's called Wolf Moon. And if you're watching the show, you know we talked about my family down in Mexico, and this is a song I wrote about my grandkids. Strong and fine, a will and mind, speaking truth, what I see in you, wild and free, to do and to be, dark and brave, there's nothing in forever be a part of you. In everything that you do, always. Wolf and moon, a love so true. It's what you are, my shining stars. Hometown plans, Paris, France. Hold your dream. You are what love means. I'll forever be a part of you. In everything that you do, always. Dark night moon and a warrior wolf, untethered minds in an open book. Strong and fine, a will and mind. Dark and brave, there's nothing in your way. I'll forever be a part of you. In everything that you do, always, always, always. All right. Oh, ow. Wouldn't be complete if I didn't say, I put some whiskey into my whiskey. I put some heartbreak into my heart. I put my boots out on that old dance floor, and I put 3 rounds, Lord, in my 44. I had a girl, she was my sunshine. Her name was Eleanor, from Caroline. She got fast with a friend of mine at the dance hall, Lord, out on the county line. So I put some whiskey into my whiskey. I put some heartbreak into my heart, and I made my way across that old dance floor, and I put 3 rounds, Lord, in my Eleanor. fill my glass with Jim Beam Black. And I let my skin, hell, I let my skin go all cold, cold and slack. And I made my bed out on the railroad tracks. I'm gonna leave this world, Lord. I ain't looking back. 'Cause I put some whiskey into my whiskey. I put some heartbreak into my heart. And I'm putting my boots out on that old dance floor. And I put 3 rounds, Lord, in my Eleanor. I put 3 rounds, Lord, in my Eleanor. Whiskey. Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you, Rob.
Thanks, Billy.
Thank you all. See you somewhere out there amongst the stars.
Catch y'all next month on Catching Up With.
Catching up with.
12:05.